Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the Kenya Kwanza administration were in a conference to deal with the issue of wage bill. The bloated wage bill. The biggest problem in this country has been all about recurrent budget in terms of paying salaries and spending on, hospitality, luxury, and all those. Money spent on things that are not productive in terms of projects, development that people will live to see. So with this move, we are seeing now CS Moses Kuria coming with a proposal that he is planning to table before the cabinet to end a permanent employment for the civil servants. But Kuria is pointing largely on the issue of doctors' strike that has gone long. And because of that, he is demanding that to sort out this issue and other measures, they have to deal with the issue of permanent employment. Let people serve on a short temporarily contracts, but not permanent contracts. He believed that no one will live for life. Even on this earth, we have contracts. Tutaishi kwa muda fulani, then tukufe. No permanent life here. That is his proposal. There are three things that he's trying to cite out on this issue. Number one, he is wondering about the doctors' dishonesty in line with the disrespecting a court order. There was a court order that instructed doctors to go back to hospitals. Hawakuenda. Kama mjue hivyo. So Kuria is wondering why they refuse to respect court order. Number two, he's questioning why Kenyans and media have refused to hold doctors to account with respect to obeying court order. Yani, koti imepeana order ya kwamba madaktari warudi kwa hospitali. Lakini kule anashangaa kwamba Wakenya na media wamekataa to push these doctors to go back to hospital. It's like media and the Kenyans are in agreement with the doctors' strike. Number three, he's wondering why the focus had shifted from doctor strike to personalization. It has shifted to personal attack on health CS Susan Nakhumicha. Sasa ameanza kusema kwa nini it's moving from the many reasons why they are focusing on Susan Nakhumicha. Nakhumicha has become government defender and a spokesperson, but not addressing the doctor's issue. So when it is at that point, what do you expect? And this is his views before we go into what he's pushing for. Last week, we were in the wage bill conference and pointed out that 1 million consuming 50% of our tax revenue means there is not something wrong. That is why, if the doctors think we are against them, this week on Friday, I will be moving to cabinet to present a proposal, which, if cabinet approves, all government workers from drivers to cleaners to everyone will be converted to contract. No one will be on permanent terms. That means short-term contracts. If you want to be permanent, show me that even your tenure on earth is permanent. We are all on a contract. Beside even on this earth, we are on a contract basis on this earth. I have been on this issue of personal attack. I have been around several CSS for health, and in those regime, there were industrial action, but matter were restricted to the issue at hand. But for my sister, there has been a lot of personalization of matter. The woman association has not been speaking up about it. Which women will come to defend Susan Nakhumicha when even we see women doctors female doctors coming out to point out her mistake and reject her completely. So does it mean you have to bring in the gender card on every issue? That even when you are wrong, because of the gender card, someone should come and defend you? It might not happen. Someone should tell Kuria that this might not happen. So we have reached there. Now, before we go to the issue of removing people from permanent contract to short-term temporary contracts, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to our return subscribers. Thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, you look at this, the reasoning of Moses Kuria is against the international labor laws, which Kenya subscribes to. I don't know where Atwoli is sitting at this time when Kuria is bringing such proposals. And we know Kotu has been pushing for even private sectors to give Kenyans permanent contracts. Atwoli, it is time to speak and rebuke Moses Kuria and stop him as early as possible. I know we have Kenyans who have already finished their education, they are jobless, they might be clapping for this. Because then it is promising that you can have a job, someone will live. Yes, there is an issue of laxity on some employed people. Laxity and unemployment. So kuna wale wamekaa maofisi, wakazoea ile kazi, hawafanyi kazi tu, ni kodi wanaweka pale. The issue of results. Yani kazi haifanyiki vile inafaa. Laxity, unemployment. You might not sort out this one with this move. The question is, why not use relevant authority to sort out that issue? Kwa nini hiyo mambo yanafanyika Kenya lakini sio kwingine? That the quality of work is down. I am wondering how, if this proposal will go through, Ruto's administration will start giving police officers, Kenya Army, all police forces, contracts. That you have 5 years contract, you have 1 year contract, 2 years contract. Maybe renewable, or wakifikiria wakufute, basi ni hivyo. Tell me, how will you go about that? Atume-train police after 2 years of contract, akwende, andike mwingine. Because Kenyans are jobless, so you are looking for how to employ more Kenyans. Hiyo ni mambo ya ajabu. Hadi itakuwa rahisi kubadilisha serikali yoyote kama kutokuwa na wananchi wengi ambao wamepitia training ya polisi na hizo idara zingine zote kama ni jeshi, army ama nini. It is very easy to overturn you. Watakapokosa kazi, wakosa biashara, then it is very easy to deal with you. I don't know how possible it is going to be. It means now you have to pay gratitude every year that you are giving people 1 year contract, renewable maybe. So every year you give gratitude, 1 year contract or 2 years contract, you give gratitude. So how do they want to deal with the issue of NSSF? As they talk so with these proposals, I ask myself questions, and we have been sharing some of these videos here. You see, one minister in the office with a fleet of more than 30 vehicles. Ladi Madoyo recorded one and we shared. 30 fuel gasless vehicles. Imagine the amount of money they are using in that office. Millions. How many people can you employ? In as much unataka uweke hata walimu waambie unawapea contract ya kila mwaka wafute weke wengine sijui unapunguza wage bill and all those things. How much is this regime abusing and misusing in these offices. As they tell us so that they're dealing with the issue of wage bill, they want to employ chief administrative secretary, equivalent to assistant minister, but they have PSS, who are the engine of every ministry or departments. How ni wakazi gani? We don't need them. So how do you tell us that you are focusing on reducing wage bill by giving those who are in the permanent contract, remove them from permanent contracts? How? I don't understand this. Timua hawa watu wa cars, toa wote, we don't need them. Kwa nini minister mmoja anakuwa na magari 30? He can just have 5 or 3 is enough. Wafanyakazi wangapi wako nao? Wengine that are necessary. If you want to talk about the people who have fake papers, deal with them. DCI yako na watu wengine, watoe. Baki na wale wenye wako na clean papers. If you want to talk about people who, you employ 3 people on one job, kwa ofisi moja, basi toa wale wenye wako wengi, abaki yule mmoja mwenye anahitajika. Kwa wale ambao wako na permanent jobs, saa zingine inakuwa ni ngumu pia kupanga for long term plan, because you are not sure of your job. So many things. So you might be looking popular in your presentation or proposal because you want to attack the unemployed people, but at the end of the day, you're not sorting out this problem. You are not. So with all this drama, we don't see any solution here. Solution should come when we see you reduce these people that you are putting in one office, one job, 3 people. Punguza hao marafiki zenu. Mwanzo sikuwa tukuona kwa barabara, wewe na gari 3 imetosha. Magari 30 unafanyia kazi gani? How comes you're telling us that you are reducing wage bill by giving people short-term contracts when we see instead of spending 1 year budget in 6 months' time and request for supplementary budget? We have seen Gachagwa's official residence being repaired at an amount higher than what was used to put up a new building. They used 450,000. Hii nimekram kabisa. Kujenga nyumba mpya. But now renovating the same house, 600 million. Lakini kujenga 450 million. What are you telling us? Corruption and many other things. The State House, ukienda kwa ofisi ya Mudavadi, uende kwa ya Gachagua na zingine, they are spending more on hospitality. Na wako juu ya magari kila saa. You cannot sort out this with this means. Start with the executive. Wapunguze mambo ya kutumia budget ya mwaka mzima kwa miezi 6, wapunguze. Kazi ya kufanya painting na repair kidogo tu hapa na pale kwa Gachagua itumie milioni 600 badala ya kulingana na zaidi ya 1400 milioni 450 zilifanywa kujenga nyumba mpya iwacho. Labda ilihitaji tu milioni kama 10 kufanya repair ama 5. So in all this we don't see any solution, and these are the advisors to William Ruto. This administration will never sort out our problem. They create more problem rather than solving the problem. They are creating a mountain of problem.